All praises to the Almighty. All praises to the Almighty. All praises to the Almighty, sublime creator of all things. Yes, the Almighty One. Hallelujah. And to all of my fellow servants in the kingdom of the Most High. Shalom. Yeah, this morning I started doing a video because I wanted to show you how I find these magical places that just looks like nothing is there, okay? And so, yeah, the stuff that I'm going to show you is stranger than the Twilight Zone. It is. It's not written in the books that these things was going to start appearing and how. There was some um, information about Agartha. I don't know why my light is blinking like that, but I noticed on my videos, it's like sometimes I'll say something, and the lights just start flickering. Now, it's nothing happening in this room. This is kind of strange. But anyway, so pay attention when the lights start flicking like that, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to show you something that's very, very strange. It's stranger than the Twilight Zone. Like I said, it's not in the books. How this unveiling was going to take place. There was some information about Agartha. I suggested that everyone look at the video on Mr. Mythos and Agartha. Yeah, look that up. I'm going to put it in the description box, the link to that one. Because all the information about Agartha and Eden was taken down into inner earth. Yeah, and a lot of the technology that's being uncovered as well with the Agarthians. Yeah, so inner earth spans the entire earth. It's another dimension. It's not this 3D dimension. It's not. Yeah, but it spans the entire earth. But where we look at is on the body of Uriel, the Archangel, to be explained in this video. Yeah, so we're on Google Earth Africa. Google Earth Africa. And so I pray that the Most High open your eyes to see. Yeah, because I've been showing some very magical things. Just the hills that I've shown made of precious jewels. In hills. 3,000-foot hills. Yeah. Of precious stones. Even bigger than that. And you would think that, I would think when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, we're going to be rich. Because who ever heard of precious stones that big before? You never heard of that. What we see is like sand compared to what I've been finding. And yet, a lot of people will look at that and be like, because it doesn't look real, it doesn't look like our dimension, because it's not from our dimension. It's from the inner earth dimension. It's just being uncovered. And so it's mysterious. It's very strange. Stranger than Star Wars. Stranger than science fiction. It's stranger than that because the Most High is magical. Yes, and he created a very magical world. Yeah, he created this dome and isolated us in this 3D dimension. But now it seems that the 5D dimension is currently being uncovered. And he used the Sahara sands to do it, and technology to cover it up. The Sahara sands. When Eden was taken down into inner earth, the Most High had his Archangel Uriel to guard it and to maintain it. Everything that he needed is there, okay? There is the Sahara sands was used by the Most High to cover up that dimension. Okay, so the Sahara sand, since the fall of mankind, have been blowing off the continent. It don't return. It goes into the ocean and the lakes, and it put nutrients in the water as well as fertilized crops, but it doesn't come back. So now we're at the bottom of at the bottom of these sand dunes in a lot of places, and magical things are showing up. Yeah, very magical and beautiful beyond your imagination. And in Eden, it's a lot of worlds. It's a lot of worlds being uncovered. And it's like the Most High put his masterpieces in Eden. His masterpieces. Because the places that I show you are like masterpieces. If you're new to my station, if you go down and just look at well, I'll put a good one in the description box where you can clearly see that there are angels, melanated angels hidden. It's just so many in this different this area, and you can see it's magical, and it doesn't look like it's from this dimension, but it is. Yeah. So New Earth is being born, and I'm gonna show you a place on the Archangel that where the manifestation of Mother Earth being pregnant is actually being manifested too. Okay, like I said, it's stranger than fiction. Yeah, you're very blessed if the Most High open your eyes to see what you're about to see. It's 100% reality because I always leave the Google Earth coordinates. It's evidence, open evidence for everybody to go and investigate on their own. So let's go to this. Let's start with the Archangel Uriel. If you're new to my station, we're on Google Earth Africa. I always leave the coordinates on the screen so you can go check out whatever it is you see for yourself to know that it's a reality. Okay? So let's start with this Archangel Uriel, the Archangel that was assigned to guard Eden. You see he has a fiery sword in front of him. His side profile, you see his eyes, his eyelashes, and he has a tear coming from his eye. Yeah, he has a tear coming from his eye. His white flowing hair. Yeah, and his beautiful cape all the way down to his feet. His feet are detailed. You can see his toes on his left foot pointing forward and his right foot pointing out to the right. Okay, and there's some marvelous things going on the body of Uriel, the Archangel that was assigned over Eden. So yes, everything that you see is going to be on his body. And I say that it's Eden because wherever he is, that is where Eden is. He stood post since the fall of mankind to preserve Eden. And that's why it looks like a desolation. It was hidden away by the Sahara sands that are blowing off. We're at the bottom of those now in a lot of areas. And it's also a cloaking device. But I wanted to show you this spot before we go on any further. This is Mother Earth's womb, and you can see that there is a fetus in the womb. That is a fetus. Let me back up. This is a womb with a fetus inside of it. Yes, even areas where there's, red, like blood. Yeah, and all kind of magical things are happening around this fetus. You see, it doesn't look like normal Earth, does it? Yeah, it's a lot going on. So the baby's head is down in position. Okay. Let's look a little bit closer here. Let's see what these figures look like. See, when you get closer, you can start seeing colors. Okay. So it's a lot of magical things. If you want to go and scout around this area, you'll see a lot of angels and stuff around. In the amniotic fluid even. Yes, a lot of things going on. See that? Everything is being manifested. So this is a manifestation. Just like Uriel, because it's all spiritual. We're locked in this matrix. But it's locked, even though we're locked into this matrix like a capsule, it's all like spiritual that the Most High is manifesting on this earth. It's a reality. It's a spiritual reality. That's why it's hard for us to identify. So I wanted to show you that fetus that's right on the hair of Uriel, of a fetus, because new earth is being guys born. So we're going to move on to the next area. I want to show you guys how the cloaking device works. Uriel has out of this world technology that I believe the Atlanteans, when they went down into Eden, they took it with them and continued their work. It's large areas where it's not just one area. First of all, the fiber optics there are all lit, and there are trailways there as well, with vehicles on them all over the continent. Yeah, and so this is all a part of the Most High's technology. It's nothing new under the sun. Yeah. Every time they can't explain something, oh, it's a mystery, or oh, it came from another world, and da-da-da. And yeah, it is a mystery, and it came from another world. And so you could be looking right at it and see that it's strange, but because of predictive programming, you know, you look at something strange on your screen, and it doesn't look like our reality. It's like dismissed out of your mind unless the Most High opens your eyes to see. Okay, so in this technology, Uriel utilizes a cloaking device. When we were able to see Earth from space, from the space stations, and that's when I believe the cloaking device started being utilized. Okay, because you see one side of an area where it just looks like sandy desolation, like it's nothing there, and then right next to it, it's like all kind of colors and all kind of things are popping out. Yeah. And so we're going to go to this area right here. I'll be talking through it, showing you what I'm talking about with this cloaking device. On most of my videos, where I'm showing you these anomalies of Eden being uncovered, the cloaking device is activated on different levels. So when you hear me say cloaking device, you know what I'm talking about, okay? I believe when all of the sands are blown off the Sahara, and the cloaking device is turned off completely, that's when the total Eden will appear. Right now, it's just like in spots. The Most High is just giving us little peeks into all of these heavens and creatures that don't look like us. And some of them that do look like us, but they might have the body of a fish, you know, or a dragon or something. Yeah, all of these magical things are happening in another dimension that is not our 3D dimension, that our five senses are not used to. It's strange to us, like going to a sci-fi movie or something. Yeah, almost like Avatar. You know, that world looked like ours, but it was a different reality. Well, that's what I'm showing you. Okay, so let's move on to that area where the cloaking device is on various levels, so you can see what I'm showing you. Okay, so I'm gonna start over here by the Nile, and you can see where the earth, you can see different shades on the earth, right? So I'm gonna move in closer. Moving closer, and you're starting to see a line. You see that? That is the cloaking device that Uriel uses to hide Eden. Yeah. And then this area is on different you see that? It's like let me turn it this way so you can see. It's like on 3 different levels. straight lines, that's intelligent. Actually 4 in this area, because on this side it's different as well. So that's the cloaking that he uses. Yeah, that's the cloaking device that he uses to hide what's really there over in E. Now look at this part. You see that? Oh, let's see what's down here. And those are life forms. You can see that they're like emitting blue. Like we emit shadows. And it's quite a few over here. Okay, but I don't want to get too much into that. We're just going to keep on moving down and see what happens. Okay, so here is a very good example of the cloaking device. You see on this side of the screen, you can see the same shapes in there, but then right next door, bam! This is what the land really looks like. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, let's go. Look, I see some of those fiber optics in there too. I told you they run all over the land, the technology of the Most High. It runs all over the place. Okay, this looks like a giant fish here. Wow, and some more of those. With the light bodies, you see their dark heads on the top, and then their light bodies. Here's some more here. And more. Yeah. So this is a reality. This is a reality. It's just different from our own reality. That's why it's hard for us to recognize. Okay. So you can see how this cloaking device is working. You can see the technology is over here in that area. I'll go down a little further. See all of this magic? All of this magic is happening. Eden is surfacing. Then right next door, look at the land. Okay, so that's what I was talking about with the cloaking device. Okay, so I just went a little further down the way from where we just left because I wanted to show you how the Sahara sand dunes are disappearing, okay? It's all over the place though. But you can see that the land looks very, very different. Most of the sand is gone. From this area is just a residual left of sand. And this is what the land looks like. I always wondered what was in like underneath the sand because we used to go to the beach all the time. And I remember wondering what was underneath the sand. Yeah. Look at all of this. This is what the land looks underneath the Sahara sands. You see the dunes are disappearing, and then boom, ooh, look at that. Wow. You never know what you're going to run into. Yeah. So it's a lot of things happening. A lot of things happening in this uncovering. So we have the cloaking device right here. And then we have where the Sahara sands have blown away. And you can see the colors of the landscape. With just a residual of the dunes. Isn't that beautiful? And again, you see those shadows of those fiber optics underneath there. Oh, that's interesting. A little hill. That's beautiful. So yeah, it's happening. It's happening. The Sahara sands are at the bottom. And this is what's appearing. Look at this interesting cloaking device here. Wow, it's changing up. You see that? How the grids are now? I'm moving closer in and it's like coming on more strong. Wow, I never saw this one before. So let's take a look over here. Do you see how that changed up? It's like the closer I get, the clearer I get. And then bam, that's that cloaking device. Whoa. These look like some kind of life forms too. Look like he's smiling. You can see his teeth. Oh my goodness. That was a face, you guys. This looks like 1-2 side profile. But look at him. Whoa. And that is a reality. Let's look over here, see what we see. Over here. Yeah, it's a lot of creatures and stuff that we didn't know about. You know, that didn't leave Eden and they didn't reproduce on our plane. Yeah, but it's a lot going on over in Eden. You might see something just like so strangely beautiful over there. Wow. Yeah, so those are not rocks down there. That's a strange cloaking device there. Because it looks like desolation. And then you get closer. And then boom. All of these magnificent colors. Yeah. So you can see where it's on different grids also. Okay, everybody, before we go into the area of technology, I would just like to thank all of my subscribers for sticking with me. This is all so new and strange, and you've stuck in there with me. Thank you so much. And for you newcomers coming in, I know you've seen a lot of strange things. It's like, it's literally hundreds, if not thousands or a couple thousand areas that I have found and uncovering. This is absolutely real. I always leave the Google Earth coordinates on the bottom of the screen so you can go check it out for yourself. You're welcome to subscribe, and you guys don't forget to hit the like. This is like a very new science. The uncovering is very, very new. As a matter of fact, I don't know of any other person that has been chosen to do this kind of work. And so this news needs to get out. And if you hit the like button, it helps the algorithm. Yeah, so we can get this good news out because the prophecy said that we were going to have a new earth, a new heaven, and a new earth. And it's happening. It's in progress right now. Yeah, it's in progress right now, and we're able to see it by way of Google Earth. Okay, so we're going to move on to this area of technology. It's several areas that are just as enormous as this area is. It's all over the continent of Africa. We find the fiber optics, just like in the last area we found the fiber optics in. They're reaching out, and it's just my theory, because I haven't looked on the other continents yet, to find these same anomalies. I have been on other continents, but I did not find anything like on Africa, so I just stuck to Africa, our motherland, on the body of Uriel, the Archangel. Yeah, that was described of in Genesis. Okay, so everything that I find is on his body. So we're going to move to this area's technology. I might take you to another area as well of technology so you can see what's going on. It's a lot of exciting things there. This technology is super technology. It's not of this world. You will see where there are structures and other creatures and dragons in this area. Okay, and when you look underneath, because we're going to be looking, it's like a glass barrier between the dimensions. And so if you look past the fiber optics, a lot of times you'll catch dragons or giants or angels all in there. Okay, guys, so I'm coming back to this area. It's on Uriel's right wing. This spot right here, of course, we see layers upon layers going deep down into the earth. Okay, so you're seeing tracks. The tracks have joints, just like a railroad track. They have joints in them. See those joints going across? Here's one here with the joints going across. And then you have the fiber optics, and they don't have the joints going across. But you can see right here that it's going deep, deep, deep down into Earth, okay? Now, I'm not sure if it is water underneath the glass barrier or not. You know, I don't know. I just know that it is a glass barrier there. Because you have structures like this. Like I said, these structures are not made by humans. The Atlanteans went down into Eden. They took their knowledge of technology with them. Yeah, the technology is nothing new. Okay, we were just ignorant of it. It was taken down into inner earth. A lot of the information, a lot of the knowledge was taken down into inner earth. So now let's look at this structure right here. Now, does this look like anything man would make or could make? Look at how all of those fiber optics are just layers and layers and layers, and it's so concentrated in this area. And so now you see where I said that we're looking down into Earth and there's a glass barrier, because this structure, these structures right here are sitting right on top. They're sitting right on top of it. Okay? And these fiber optics, they go all over the continent. Now see, here's our cloaking device again that I was talking about. You can see the same stuff going on this side, but this side is much clearer. And I believe, because of all of the things that I have seen on Google Earth, I believe that this is actually very, very colorful. But the cloaking device is still on just on a lower frequency than the other side. Yeah, we're on Google Earth, and I'm looking right here at some faces. Okay. You may not see faces. I see a lot of them. I see a lot of them. I point them out. A lot of fiber optics. It's just a lot going on in this area, along with many vehicles and dragons and creatures and angels. And see, it look like they're riding around on something. These are heads that you're seeing. Little groups. Look like they're riding a dragon. This is like a dragon right here. And a lot of them you can see, you know how they have the pattern on their skin, you know, different ones have different patterns. So here's a vehicle right here. We have a rider on that vehicle. Yeah, there's a rider right there, and it's on the track. You see the joints on the track. So it's a lot of vehicles, and I have found a lot of stations as well. Stations with trailways. Ooh. I can see his face. There's many different amazing, just amazing things going on here. Yeah, so Yeah, we've been to this area. Every time I come to this area, I find more and more things going on. Okay? It's a lot going on. Look at those grids right there. Now this is it could not be. First of all, I showed you those structures that are not made by mankind. But you see all of these layers of layers going deep down into the earth. Yeah, this could not be made by man. Okay, now here's a dragon. You could see the patterns on them. It's a couple of them side by side. Yeah, you could see the patterns on their skin. Here's another one. Wow. It's so strange. I'm telling you, every time I come to this place, I find more and more. See, it's a lot going going on underneath there, underneath the fiber optics. Yeah, a lot going on. So yeah, Uriel has the capabilities of that cloaking device. And I believe the whole world is actually connected to these fiber optics. I believe they span the whole earth. I know they span this continent. Okay, so I'm gonna back out of here. This place is very, very huge. Look, going over here, you can even see more going on. Oh, what's that? Wow, that looks like a mer person. Shalom over there in Eden. Shalom. Wow, it's just amazing. It's been such an amazing journey. I spend a lot of time here on Google Earth finding these anomalies, but the work has been just like such a pleasure. Yes, it's just been wonderful because then you find things like this. I told you guys it was another color. I told you it was another color. Whoa, that looked like some kind of a group of some kind of mer people or something. Very, very strange. Strange indeed. Yeah, the Most High has some very magical, amazing things going on. Just amazing. Okay, so in this video, I hope you understand number one, that Eden was taken down into inner earth. Yes, Eden was taken down into inner earth. That's why no one has been able to find it. I've even found some rivers by the Nile that are in inner earth. Yeah, that are starting to appear now on Google Earth. Okay, so also that it was taken down into inner earth and covered up with sand. The Most High used sand like an hourglass, and those sands have been blowing off since the fall of mankind, but they never returned. So now we're at the bottom of the sand. You saw that. Many areas where you just see the residual of sand and beautiful things underneath it are residual sand dunes, and you see a whole other worlds, that were hidden underneath that sand. And then we have the cloaking device. Yeah, and it's turned on different frequencies in different areas. And Uriel used that, and I showed you the technology. So he's quite capable. He's been quite capable of guarding and protecting Eden. And Eden has been beautifully maintained because we found so many angels and Agarthians, or I should say Atlanteans, down there that work so hard. Yeah, that's why everything is just so beautiful. There's no evil over there. Yeah, so Mother Earth, in the beginning we saw the fetus manifesting. All of these are spiritual manifestations for our eyes to see so that we can understand what's going on. And even though they don't seem real, or it seemed like something that was made, some things are just impossible unless it's the Most High. Just like Uriel's body. You know, who can make a over 4,400 mile long angel in about over 3,000 miles wide? Who could do that? Who could pull that off? Only the Most High. Yeah, so there's many manifestations over in Eden of different things. And so I hope now that you understand the Cloaking Device and the Sahara sands when we go on these adventures, you'll be able to recognize it, because this is all new. This is all new to me too. I'm just giving it the best that I can because the Most High chose me to keep a record of the findings of Earth's changes and how Eden is appearing on this earth. Yes, he gave me that job, and so may he grant me the wisdom to get the word across to you, and may he open your eyes to see all of these magical things that we have to look forward to. And we're going to have many, many other journeys. I just thought that I should just explain the Cloaking Device and the sands better in the uncover. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, the Google Earth coordinates, I always leave them at the bottom of the screen. So if you see something and you want to go and investigate an area, you know, you have it right there available to you to do. Yeah, okay, you guys. Now that the Most High is clearing all the static from our minds and healing our spirit man, and we're connected to the kingdom. Yeah, our minds are starting to open up to so many new truths. Yeah, so much new magic, and this is a part of it. It doesn't look real, but it is. Yeah, all praises to the Most High for the miracle and magical uncovering of Eden. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. We'll be going on some more very shortly. Okay, you guys. I send you guys infinite love and light to all my fellow servants in the kingdom of the Most High, in this world and beyond. Okay, you guys. Shalom.